Do. How's it going, Slick Nation?
Hey guys,
I am Bo.
and I'm JP.
And this is So Like You Know, the podcast your mother warned you about. I'm staring at the mic and knocking the camera for some weird reason.
We're professionals.
Yay! I'm a professional. But, as you guys know, this is a live show that we do every Thursday at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time, right here on Spreaker and Facebook at SLYK Radio. If you guys prefer, you can check us out later on iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio, and any other place that we're eventually going to get onto, because that's what cool people do. We're working on being cool for you guys. But, anyways, I digress. I wish I could use that in a sentence much cooler. I need to be doing like a proper speech. Anyways, yes. So, I don't know, rushing along a little too quick for some reason. I should slow down. Take life a little slower, man. But yeah, so make sure you check us out. And if you would, always, we ask you, share us and spread us. Nope. Don't spread us, please. Well, spread the show. Okay, I'm not gonna explain this any further. It's getting weird. Anyways.
Be patient zero.
Yeah.
Spread it out.
Spread it. What's up, Liz? Oh, JP is joining us. That's fantastic.
Oh, weird.
Hi, Tara. So, as you guys know, we like to start our show with the intro to the craft brew.
In review.
JP, what are we drinking?
Tonight we're drinking the Black Bomber Amber from Blacktooth Brewing. It is amber with 4.6 ABV. So if you spend any time in Sheridan County, someone local will tell you a different story about the Bomber Mountain. The flavors present a medium-bodied Irish red ale varied widely as its tales, from biscuits to caramel. A cotton candy that is something for everyone to enjoy, more importantly to remember. This sacred ground is what?
Flavors present in this medium-bodied Irish ale as widely as the tales from biscuits to caramel.
No, last part. Yeah, biscuits is weird to me.
What tales go from biscuits to whatever? Something for everyone to
Sacred
enjoy,
ground.
and most importantly, remember that above this sacred ground, at 12,887 feet above. Why does that matter?
Is that where this is brewed at?
I guess so.
Interesting.
Really high altitude. Anyways, hopefully it's delicious. But yeah, I don't remember ever reading that in any of the other ones.
Was this the last one that Mike gave
One
us?
more.
We have
one more. This delicious beer is brought to us by one of our friends and listeners, Mike. Thank you. Hopefully it's delicious for me. I'm sure JP will like it one way or the other. Because he's tougher than I am. So, anyways. Moving right along, we got Slick Feed.
Where we geek on your week.
Oh, yeah. So, that was creepy sounding. Yeah, speaking of creepy, some dude, not creepy, this is more kind of awesome.
Notoriously.
Yeah, kind of beautiful would be the proper term. So a lottery winner by the name of George Fitzgerald, Brian Morris, my apologies. Brian Morris won a lottery worth, what was it?
$125 million.
$125 million.
Yes.
$125 million. And he decided to do what might be the best thing that any crazy man has done with that amount of money. He spent $200,000 and dumped all that into manure, and then dumped all that onto his ex-boss's lawn.
Yep.
That's beautiful. That is just, that's true beauty right there. That's all I have to say about that, really. Because it deserves it. It's fantastic. And that is poorly lit. Now it's not. There we go. Bumbers. So, what's up, Daniel? So yeah, I mean, if anyone else out there has had a poor experience with an ex-boss, which I'm sure not many of us have. That's such a rare occurrence. Then yeah, I'm sure you love this man because he spent his money well. I can think of a few ex-bosses I'd love to dump.
Phrasing.
I should talk faster. I'd love to dump at least $50 worth of manure. I'd like to just shit on their lawn, if I'm going to be honest. So, yeah. This man is a beautiful person who, deserves all kinds of joy.
Very smug in his...
Oh, he looks so happy. I mean, that was... I suggest you Google him.
Brian
Brian Morris, yeah. He is a happy man.
And
he's joyous.
So he ordered that, 10 tons. He ordered 20,000 pounds of manure to be dumped, and only got 10.
No, you don't.
He only got up to 10,000 pounds of manure dumped before the police, 15 minutes later, got there to stop him. And police saw that he was across the street laughing, and as soon as they stopped him, he ran over and immediately confessed to the crimes and reason why.
Didn't even deny that one. Which, I mean, if you're going to do something that fantastic, people will find out. There's no reason to hide. You'd have to do some weird rando stuff. Buying some Bitcoin and trying to buy it remotely. I'm a proud owner of Bitcoins now. Yeah. 1/10%. Or $18 worth, if you're curious.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, you can do that now.
I almost bought a curved, 49-inch curved monitor.
That's what you just bought?
I almost did.
Oh. I don't think I could do the curved. I don't know. I guess it's different if it's your monitor, though. That would be a different instance when it's just you and you're not off to the side. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking more directly to TV. What's up, Sarah? I'm thinking more directly like TVs, where if you're not within a certain viewing angle...
30 degrees of the center.
Everyone on my TV looks like a cone head. Yeah, that's ridiculous. So, that only works in maybe movie theaters, I would think. Which is essentially the viewing distance you would be as a person in front of your monitor. But anyways, maybe you should. Ooh, Devin and Jordan are here. That's fans here. So yeah, $200,000 worth of manure dumped on your boss's lawn. Beautiful. Just ex-boss. Current bosses, I like them. Ex-bosses, I would gladly shit on their lawn.
I'll do it for free.
Yeah, I don't... Shit, man. At least you get away with that one a little easier. I'd go to Taco Express beforehand.
Make it real messy.
Speaking of messy, Toys R Us is cleaning up a bit of their messes with selling off their sex domains. Yeah.
This is insane to me, but it makes sense why they would do it.
So, they don't own Brazzers, whatever you say, or Pornhub or RedTube or anything like that. They own very specifically a bunch of Sarah, is that flipping me off, or is that a giant thumb? One way or the other. That's fantastic.
You get it flipped off.
I appreciate it. They're selling off their sex domains by the name of let's see, what do we got? Sex Toys R Us, Kinky Toys R Us, Adult Toys R Us, Porn R Us, Naughty Toys R Us. So yeah, they're not actual porn websites.
Yeah, but it stops them from other people. Toys R Us is famous. So what if someone went Toys R Us, and then it had that weird prefix up in front, fucking Toys R Us,
yep.
And then that would take you to somewhere else.
Yep.
So Toys R Us would not want innocent young kid goes to fucking Toys R Us.
Yep. That could get real. The PR would go downhill so fast.
So I want to know what other companies bought out other domain names.
There's got to be some weird ones out there. Some weird ones that I would love to see. And you guys might be. You guys might be our biggest fans. Also, Lewis, I'm feeling the love. Appreciate it. What else do we got out there? What's some other big Kmart? Cockmart? They probably...
No, Kmart. It'd be hard to do a whole bunch of prefixes like Toys R Us before then.
I don't know. There's probably some ones out there that are just so witty we're not thinking of them. because they have whole like study groups to go over what's the dirtiest way people can use our name. That sounds like a fun study group, if I'm going to be honest with you. Daniel points out the one that comes to mind is whitehouse.com.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that one. I went to that website as soon as they said, don't go to that website. I think everyone around me was like, quick, before they block it.
And then it also was, John Oliver likes to buy, like, websites that are similar sounding to, like, whatever other that person is in the line of fire.
Yeah. Lewis says look up the Coca-Cola domain story. Coca-Cola domain disputes. Let's see what do we got in here? But I'm sure there's all kinds of weird ones. Under the law, I don't know. We'll keep it pulled up. I'm sure there's some wild ones out there. Huh. Yeah, but we'll keep it up there. Since the White House is a .gov and not a .com, for a while .com was a porn site. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally remember that. Like, yeah, I went to that site a few times. Not on accident afterwards. Hi, Jordan. So, there's just stuff you got to learn for yourself.
Right.
A few times when no one else is around. What else do we got? Daniel says, then there's the ones that are innocent, but then you put it as a website, it goes off the rails, like therapist.com. I'll take the rapist.
The rapist.
The rapist, gosh. Sarah wants to know if you're ready to come back to work.
No. Taking another 2-week siesta.
With all the stuff to do?
Yep. So many things.
Jordan waved back. I saw Jordan wave. I thought that could see me. I don't even know. I could see. Who's that? What? I don't get it. But yes. So, so this one's pretty awesome. They recently found a preserved feathered dinosaur tail inside of some amber, which is awesome. This is the first time ever that this has occurred.
I'm just waiting for them to say it was just a turd covered in feathers. We're sorry.
Sorry, it's a feathery turd. We did not intend.
There was some corn in it.
The corn grew some mold. We thought it was feathers. Corn. So yeah. But yeah, 160 million year old amber. That's pretty badass. That just means we're that much closer to Jurassic Park and dinosaurs roaming the world, eating most of the population.
You'd have to crossbreed it with chickens, just to see if they could get, because they're pretty relatively close.
I'm sure there's got to be other birds of prey that might be a little bit better than chickens. I would hope. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I like to think that a velociraptor would be somewhat related to maybe like a hawk, not a chicken.
Most of it's chicken.
Yeah.
That's why everything tastes like it.
That's fair. Oh, thanks for tagging that, Lewis. We'll make sure to check that out. But no, that's super badass. It almost was gone forever. A man had been shopping in a Indian market, and he found that piece of amber that was already polished and ready to just get sold off like a piece of jewelry. They picked it up, found out, and actually sent it in, found out what it really was, and saved it from the depths of some wooden jewelry drawer that would have gone to waste. Ian says, we want Jurassic Park to be a movie, not a documentary.
I'll do it. I always wanted to look a velociraptor in the face and say, clever girl.
Then he says, well, you should want it small. That's fair. I mean, how adorable would it be if you had like a little, 8-inch tall Tyrannosaurus running around your house, biting your ankles?
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, I think that would be. You could train it and stuff. It would be fantastic.
blue.
Holy crap, we're life size.
Are we?
According to this is what happens when people watch you on a giant screen. It looks cool. We're the coolest people. That means we're twice as big. Yeah, that's exactly what that means. So, yeah, but pretty exciting. I'll be interested to see where this goes. But, I mean, this is the first time we've had proof as far as, like, physical matter that says that dinosaurs had feathers. So, there's been some, traces in, some of the fossils. Mm-hmm. You can kind of see it, but it has to be a very specific scenario that they died in a very certain way in a very certain environment.
A tree just glopped down some sap.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as soon as it was dead, just...
Yep. Done. That was the only way. So, I think, what is it? They find a lot of stuff in the peat bogs in Scotland, right? Because of just how...
Just things like...
Yeah.
Just come back up.
It's like, because it's go down so quick that there's not... It doesn't get affected by the elements, and then, you just find it after that. It's awesome. That's awesome! I for the longest time when I was a kid, I wanted to be a...
paleontologist?
Yeah. I really did. I always thought that would be super fucking cool.
I made a book when I was younger.
Oh, nice!
Paleontology.
Sweet. I did. I haven't. I have some work to do on the hat, Sarah. The hat will be here. Don't you worry. Devin made me a hat.
Oh, nice.
I made it fancier. It's pretty fantastic.
Take a look at it.
Yeah, it's in the car. You'll see it.
Oh.
It's golden. It's black, but it's golden regardless. Black gold. Black gold. Right in them there hills. Speaking of black gold. New PlayStation is on the horizon.
Segways.
Yeah. So PlayStation 4 is officially being phased out. No statement on how long that phase out will be, but I'm sure maybe 2 years. Maybe JP was saying, you were saying 3 earlier.
Yeah, it'll probably most likely be 3 years. I mean, we've already had 7 years with this console. 7 years with PlayStation 4 already.
That really establishes just how fantastic. Like, well, even Xbone has been part of it.
PS3 is 7 years, and then they launched PS4. Mm-hmm. So that's why people were thinking it would be sooner than later. But a lot of the owners of Sony Interactive, they're just like, yep, we're slowing down production on it. Doesn't mean that we're not supporting it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention, too, what was it, like, the PS3 Slim had come out, I don't know, like, pretty recently after the regular PlayStation 3 had come out. Yeah. So, and then they just released the PlayStation Pro. So I think that really does establish we still have a few more years on it. It's not going to be like just dumping it really quick. But it will be 7 by the time PS5 comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems about right. But I think that the next console to win, like the PS5 or the Xbox One 2? The Xbox One 2, like, Microsoft and Sony, like, who's going to win if their console runs 60 frames a second smoothly? Like, if they can maintain that.
It won't be too hard if... so there are official reports out that the PlayStation is working with AMD and the Ryzen chip. Mm-hmm. So if Ryzen is going to be put into the new one, that really establishes... Because being that consoles mostly function in a proprietary environment, you really can push all the cores you want to, which is very different with an OS that you really can't do that because there's so many programs and apps and other things that are using it. Whereas when you work in a proprietary environment, it can be a direct creation for that. So we really can push a lot more out of it. So that's what I'm excited for, to see what the Ryzen can push out of the next PlayStation, if that's what's to be in it. I mean, 2 or 3 years down the line, Ryzen may be outdated and we already may be working on the new one. Ryzen may just be like the next portable PS or PlayStation thing. We have no idea. So, there might be the PlayStation Pro Square.
The Pro X. Like a slimmer version.
Yeah, probably could. But I do like saying Pro.
The Pros.
It's not Pros.
PlayStation 4 Pros.
Yeah. Danny says, I do think at E3 this year or the next year we'll start hearing about the PS5. I agree. I mean, E3 is, if you guys don't know, which I thoroughly hope you do if you listen to this podcast and radio, E3 is just kind of that big electronics convention that happens every year and where we just hear about everything. And, I mean, that would be the major release.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the time to do it. So we'll see. Jennifer, hello!
Hello.
Daniel says, my fingers crossed in the 4K Blu-ray and some kind of backwards compatibility, even if it's an add-on. Here's the thing. I understand why people want backwards compatibility. It is completely logical why they want it and why Xbox did it. But if you do backwards compatibility, people aren't going to want to buy the new system. Because it doesn't mean it's going to work for everything old. You're just going to keep your old stuff. You'll keep buying your old stuff, and then you'll buy the new system. I think it affects sales when you backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to want to buy new games if you can still go back and buy the old ones. It's an issue. It's just an issue. I think that's part of the reason why they're not so interested in doing that with PlayStation. And, I mean, they do it to a certain extent. You know, with the PlayStation View or something, PlayStation Store. Either way, you can rent old games and play them.
Oh yes, PlayStation View.
So I mean that's where you can.
Yeah, that's another service that you have to pay for. So like people want. It's like there's something about nostalgia. It's better back in the past.
It is.
So.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I'm being nostalgic, I'm not gonna buy an old game and want to play it on a new updated system. I'm either going to play it on my original or my original shit downstairs. I'm going to play it on an emulator, like you're going to say.
Yep.
So, Jordan says, personally, I've been so disappointed if the only have Bethesda showcases at E3 is Rage 2, with all the hype over the possible futuristic Fallout Ender Scrolls games, codenamed Starfield.
Yeah, it's a new IP for them.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Okay, so if Bethesda's calling something Starfield, I don't know. That scares me, you know?
Hopefully not as buggy. Because I don't know. I don't know.
Bethesda and bugs go hand in hand, though.
Yeah, but there's going to be a certain point where, like, EA and microtransactions, there was a certain point where you're just like, no. So
the problem is that the worlds they have are so expansive.
Yeah,
and there's so much.
It's rooms for modders to come in and fix your shit.
They do, and they push it hard, they push it fast, and they try to give you as much as possible, which doesn't mean there's going to be some glitching through walls.
Skyrim has been released on different. It's been released on the Switch. And it still has the same bugs as it did.
That's because they know people don't care. They're like, oh, a glitch is funny. And Bethesda's... Well, you've seen that picture of the Bethesda office, the plant that's actually through the wall. Like, they have like a fake plant, they cut the leaves off, and then they glued them to the other side of the wall, right where they might be.
Oh.
They know it's part of their games, and they don't care. Well, okay, not that they don't care. It's just they understand that glitches are going to be part of it, and they just roll with it. It's like... So
yeah, but we don't accept that with any other franchise.
None of the other franchises have the storyline to go along with it. So, I mean, really, when you consider
Black Flag had has a decent story to it, but there's some crazy bugs in that one.
I gotta be honest, Black Flag's storyline was lackluster.
Yeah, but
the boat was cool. It was so new. I think that's what drew most people. It wasn't the storyline. People are like, "Oh, I loved in Black Flag the story of this and this happened." And Connor, it was. I love building the ship up and blowing the shit out of everything else. That's what they.
Because it was completely unexpected. Because otherwise you were in Italy, just like in Mago. Yeah. You're just like pushing that little boat around, and it's like,
yeah. It's like, Daniel, I liked Unity, and I still like Unity. So, really bad. If we're talking in comparison to other stuff, sure. But if we're talking about, like, a lot of other games that exist in the world, no, Unity's still pretty fantastic. So, there's too many shite games out in the world to say that any of the Assassin's Creed games were bad. I've just played too many shitty games. Way too many shitty games. I don't know. Jordan says they're making a new game engine in the next 3 years.
Wow, the next 3 years, you say?
Yeah, that's fair.
So you're gonna roll with her.
Yeah. Oh, I get you now, Jordan or Daniel. I mean, so I didn't have the issues with Unity that everyone else did. Like, everyone bitched about the glitches and everything. It was kind of like, I didn't have the problem on PlayStation, but it seems like everyone else had the problems on everything else, because it was probably built for PlayStation and ported for everything else. Yeah, I'm just totally hypothesizing. I'm guessing.
Could be pirated versions as well, too.
It very well could be, and that's there. I mean, games nowadays purposely put in glitches that will not be fixed to bust pirates.
Or just fuck your shit up. It's like, hey, this is broken. It's like, well, nah, if only you're a pirate, it is.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I agree, Devin, but yeah, no. Daniel's totally talking about the glitching, which actually Devin played it on PlayStation, so he would have noticed too. So I think that's mostly what it came from, was people who weren't playing on it. What was Daniel say? Also, some were pre-release review copies too. Which, yeah, a pre-release review copy.
They don't have the updates. Like, day one updates is the thing nowadays. It's
just the way it is. You get your game, you download 20 gigs of updates.
Mm-hmm.
That is how it works.
Because when a game goes master, it's 3 months, at least 3 months or more, before it gets released out.
Mm-hmm.
But usually it's 3 months, and then it gets released out to the public. So the developers are still working on bugs and fixing bugs in that 3 month period. So
yeah. Yep, exactly.
Day one updates are a thing.
You knew I wouldn't wear the hat. Oh, I'll be wearing the hat, Devin. I will be wearing the hat. I just don't have the hat right now. It's on the car. And it needs some help. It's going to get better, though. Don't you worry. Jen says, switch to PC so that I can comment as Jen. Fair enough. Daniel says, but I also played on the PS4 and don't remember anything terrible, but it was at least 6 months after it was released. And ideally, on a massive game like that, with a big open world, mostly open world, it's almost better sometimes to pick up a game after it's been out 2 or 3 months. Just JP knows.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky bullshit.
Damn it. It's getting multiplayer.
So, I mean, you do the best you can as a game developer, but you're not going to know until it hits the world what's really going on. Because not to mention, they probably develop these games on systems that have the newest, best updates. It might be even, developing on beta updates. Mm-hmm. So it's going to come out and release onto PlayStations that may not have ever been connected to the internet. They're going to be released on PlayStations where people refuse to do the updates, because there are people like that. They will go back in and go back to previous updates thinking that, this one was the best one. I like this one the most, not knowing that their game was not designed for that one. So, yeah. Anyways, enough bitching about that. I could talk about this all day. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. We're going to see what's going to be coming down the line, and we will obviously keep you updated. But in the meantime, before we lose our beloved PlayStation 4, Lewis laughs at No Man's Sky. Yes, that's a pathetic one.
Arkham Knight was pretty bad for the PC.
Yeah, Daniel, you are spot on with that one. But before we lose our PlayStation, we are getting the availability of the Elite controller. Yeah, so if you guys haven't played with the Xbone Elite controller, it's pretty fantastic, even though it weighs like 35 pounds, it seems, in comparison.
I like the weight of it. It's pretty nice to me.
Yeah, they're bulky for me overall. That's why I drifted away from Xbox so quickly. Mm-hmm. I mean, I had my 360. I love the hell out of that thing. But when you compare the two controllers, I like the light, nimble feeling of the PlayStation controller over the bricky, designed to go through your TV during rage quits,
battery eating
Xbone controller. Yeah. But, that's very much personal preference on that one. But regardless, Xbox has their Elite controller for $100, which I always thought was a little ridiculous.
Yeah, when PlayStation said theirs, what the fuck?
PlayStation said, you know what? $100 ain't that much. How about $170 for the wired one? Or $200 for the wireless one? What's that? Half the price of a new PlayStation?
Dude, if you bought two, you could just get a new PlayStation.
Yeah. I think I'd rather just have another PlayStation.
It's like if someone were to gift that to me, it's like, yeah, that's totally fine, but I would not go out of the way to buy a $200 controller.
No. If someone were to give it to me, I would love it. I would adore it. I would use the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But hell no would I spend my money on that.
You can't. It's like...
I'd rather buy a $200 HDMI cable, I gotta be honest.
Is that like 100-foot? 200,
No.
like...
No. When I was at Best Buy and I bought that new TV, they have $800 6-foot HDMI cables.
Is it like Monster or like Gold?
Monster is old, outdated apparently now. But yeah, it is. It's like this high density silver cable link. Like,
it converts the signal to fiber optics, and then from there it gets downgraded again.
Yeah, it's absurd the amount of money you can spend on cables. I don't understand.
What's the non-proprietary, like, HDMI, like,
DisplayPort?
Yeah. Done by Gateway, you fucks.
I mean, DisplayPort is...
Yeah.
No, 800. Not even 80. 800 $800 HDMI cable for 6 feet. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's one HDMI port that splits into, like... 7 other HDMI, so you can have the same display on 7 different TVs. That's why it's 800.
You just get DisplayPort when you want that shit. So, Monoprice has them for 10% of the price and just as good, if not better. Yeah, I totally am with you. I know you can get much less costly HDMI cables. That are very good quality. I mean, I don't drop that much money on, but yeah, $800, dude, it's ridiculous. Most of my HDMI cables are Amazon, Prime specials, which is great. They work great and they're warranted. Fantastic. So yeah, ridiculous. But yes. So, as you guys know, one of our fellow hosts. Who is not with us? What do we got on this one? Audio Quest Diamond.
It's not even 6 feet.
The Audio Quest Diamond 3.2 foot braided HDMI cable goes for $1,095.95. 3.2 feet. 3.2 feet.
There's one that costs what?
That's more expensive than gold. No. This is stupid. What? How much is this?
Oh, it's not even
available from these sellers. What is that? Right here.
Still.
6.5 or 2 meter Audio Quest Diamond cable for $1,500. Yeah, ridiculous. You have no idea what's going on? Well, we're talking about HDMI cables. That's the thing that plugs into your TV from your PlayStation that makes everything look cool.
Why does that need to be that super expensive? I didn't...
Yeah, Jin, it is ridiculous. Daniel says, once I'm done with my basement, I don't think I'll spend $100 on all the new cables I need, and I need a lot. That's totally fair. Currently unavailable. Yeah, because no one will buy that.
No, because they've all been bought now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But anyways, so we want to make sure we tell you guys about our awesome other host, that's Shell, who does her... Sarah, cables are important. Okay? They're very important. Otherwise, how would you play video games or watch TV? Who does her awesome cosplay stuff. More specifically, she does the Knights of the Tempest, which is a theatrical-based sword and equestrian jousting group. They're pretty badass. You guys should check them out. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram, Knights of the Tempest. And they are doing a show July 21st at 7 p.m. and 22nd at 2 p.m. at the Oasis in Equestrian Center in Foco, Colorado. Fort Collins, sorry. But yeah, $15 for tickets now, $20 at the door. Go to the website, knightsofthetempest.com/shop, and pick them up today. But, moving forward, we got to tell you about this awesome thing. Reviews, Amazon reviews for this. Sorry, stepping back to the HDMI cable.
$40,000.
$40,000 if you're curious, fantastic. No! No one's to spend that much money on fucking cabling.
No, that was a TV.
Oh, shit. No one should spend that much on TV. Either way, what the fuck? Anyways, coming up next. Coming up soon is Denver Comic-Con. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a second. It's fantastic. So, Denver Comic-Con is going to be this June 15th through the 17th. We have David Tennant and Matt Smith, both Doctor Who awesomeness. So excited for that one. We have Harry Potter characters. We have a whole bunch of comic artists, illustrators, authors. It is a massive event that drew how many people last year? Do you remember? We looked at
almost 180.
180,000 people.
It's probably going to beat it this year, too.
Probably. It's just so exciting and fantastic, and I am so jazzed for it. The one thing I can say, buy your tickets now. Get your hotels now. Like, after we're done with the show, if not during the show, go reserve your room.
Just do it.
Just do it. I know it's scary, and it's a lot of money, but it's going to be a lot of money later. A lot of money. So, yeah. Yes, I'm trying to scare you because it gets expensive real fast, especially the closer we get. And all the hotels just fill up like mad all the way around it, and you will end up having to be in Littleton, riding the light rail in.
Which is not bad.
No, it's not bad. I mean, it takes, 10, 15 minutes to get to con. So it works out if you want to save some money, but ultimately if you want to be able to walk to your hotel room and take a nap in the middle of the day, which I advise everyone do, and maybe a shower for some of you heavy cosplayers. Are you cosplaying this year?
Am I?
Yeah. I haven't started working on anything, so I'm not sure if I'm going to.
I've been real busy.
Yeah. Yeah. If I can manage it, I would like to do the new Reaper. So, mostly, that would be modifying my coat and painting my boots.
Oh, okay.
So, it wouldn't be too hard to change them over to that. So, because modifying the coat wouldn't be too bad. I could just pull out the stitching for the sleeves. Because he doesn't have his massive padding that comes out so far. I want to do a new coat for Reaper anyways. Mm-hmm. Might even be fabric. It looks like it might be fabric. I'll need to look at it. Danny says you're about 15 minutes away, but yeah, if you're further away, a hotel is good. No, I mean, that's true.
I mean, you're not sleeping underneath a table?
I can't sleep under a table. There's no table to sleep under.
They took it away from us.
You're going to do Claudia from Warehouse 13 again, which is awesome. Or Mary Jane. Very nice. If you need 3D printed parts, I can help you. Are you shitting me? Awesome. Yeah. Because I don't have any guns for Reaper. So, yeah, I might send you some part designs. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's no table. Daniel says, I'm also doing Deathly Hollow Battle Hogwarts Harry this year. I'm going to be talking about that on Facebook. Don't have anything desire to do anything else yet, which is fair. I mean, I think I want to do my Reaper on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And it'll be nice because that Reaper is, mostly exposed to air. Not like my other Reaper where I am just a ball of dying sweat. Just so sweat stains everywhere. Like every time I would just pull my mask off, they'd look at me like, "Are you dying?"
Slowly.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you wear a full pleather coat covered in a face mask that thick.
That's what. If you're an edgelord of death, then yes, you'll sweat it off.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be your table, just a table. I think if I start sneaking under random tables at con trying to take a nap, I may get kicked out for trying to be a perverted Tom. Perverted Tom? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I just make up a term. Is that a real
yeah.
thing?
It's probably
Perverted Tom?
I
I
know.
think I'm thinking of 10-second Tom from 50 First Dates.
Chester the Molester.
Perverted Tom. Peeping Tom. Peeping Tom. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Like, who the hell's Perverted Tom? Oh. Wow. I'm a transvestite. I was unaware.
Or a tomcat.
Or Tomcat. Hey, whatever. Yeah, thank you, Devin. But yes, anyways, so Denver Comic Con is happening this year, June 15th to the 17th. Pick up your tickets. I highly advise it. It's going to be a badass event because it is a badass event. And it has been every year. I've been going since the very first year they started, and I will go as long as they run, which is hopefully indefinitely, because they deserve it. They put a lot of effort into it. Not to mention, it's all for a good cause. It's for a nonprofit that goes towards helping kids read. So, yeah.
My sister, on a side note, wants you to dress up as Perverted Tom.
It just looked like letting my hair down and putting on heavy blue eyeliner.
And, like, stopping mid-sentence. So you could, like, slap your lips and, like... So there's this one time... There was, Perverted Tom, get out of here.
Sarah, you don't know my secrets. Don't tell people my secrets. Or that's not a secret.
Yeah,
no one
I
knows
was gonna
that.
say-
That's not real.
It's fake.
Who told you? Anyways. What are we talking about? Oh! Moving right along to SlickTube.
Tube Slickers.
Yeah, so we got some movie and TV news for you. First of all, some stuff that makes no sense. Yeah, it's not as bad as the second thing, though.
No, it's not as bad. There's a live-action Mobile Suit Gundam has been approved by Hollywood. Currently, there's really no information released on it, and we don't know a release date. And more than likely, a lot of people are saying that it will have to do with like the very first like Gundam suit, like 00, where it deals with Martians versus Earthlings and that war again.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good place to start, but we know they're going to cram it all into one movie.
Oh yeah, and it's
basically going to be like, wow, dude.
It's not going to be any good. It's not going to be Pacific Rim. If you want to see like big robots fighting each other,
yeah,
go watch Pacific Rim.
Mm-hmm. It's so sad. It's so sad. I want more out of my anime movies, dude. There's no way it's going to be good. I mean, it's going to look like the CGI from that newest, not the newest, I guess, prior to newest Death Note. I guess there was also the Netflix one, which I didn't finish.
I don't know if to see.
Did I? If I did, I don't remember. Which says a lot like that. Yeah, so let's move right along with that, because I'm here with Jordan. I'm excited for this. One Punch Man Season 2 is supposedly coming out soon. They got the full rights for Season 2.
Nice.
So that one is going to be rolling out. Excited for that one. I didn't look up a date because I was dicking around too long with that thing. I'm working on this. It's going to be cool. It's going to be super cool. You'll see. It's getting cooler. Something that is shitty. Thundercats is not shitty. Thundercats is a fantastic show that came from 1978. That was a beautifully animated show about awesome. That's really what it was. A beautifully show about awesome. And, yeah.
Feline warriors.
Yeah. Lionel and his badass sword to kick Mumra's ass. And what we're getting... I guess we did get one reboot in 2011 that, when you compare to what is coming out 2019, it looks... that one looks fantastic. So Thundercats Roar.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. Thundercats Roar is coming out in 2019 by the creator by the name of Victor Corkwright, who looks like a twat.
Seriously.
And should have been flushed at birth. I'm sorry. I'm very grumpy about this one.
He's so pleased with his work. I was like, how is this fucking even greenlit? You're an idiot, and you look like a dumbass to boot.
Yeah. It's so ridiculous. It's that new, you've heard of me, bitch, so many times about the new animation styles, especially the Cartoon Network.
Lazy. It's just lazy.
It's super goddamn lazy. And, you watch the trailer, and, okay, let's see. So you watch the thing that this Courtright dude had talked about. He's like, so I just want to make sure that every time we took one step forward with comedy, we did 2 steps forward with action or whatever. And you watch the trailer, and it looks like comedy with comedy. It looks like the stupid Teen Titans Go bullshit, which is just a slap in the face to start with. So, you got this shitty new animation with a Lion-O that looks like, I don't know. I can't bitch enough.
Steven's Universe, animation styles. Yes, I understand you might have, a really awesome story and really cool characters. It's gonna look like shit, and I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Because there's a certain standard that I came from, and then it's, sorry, fucking Powerpuff Girls, but you were the downfall of that.
I hate to say it, but Samurai Jack was part of the downfall. Samurai Jack... Gendy Tartakovsky fucked cartoons up. Thoroughly.
Fucked Western animation.
Don't get me wrong. I love it. I loved Powerpuff Girls. I loved Samurai Jack. I loved Dexter's Lab. Those were fantastic at the time. It didn't need to go any further.
Just Samurai Jack. That's all I watched.
Yeah. Jen says, I like the new cartoon art styles. It's illustrative and has flavor as opposed to the muscle-bound men. I'm not saying the stories are better. I just like the new art. It's basic. For me, it's super basic. That's fine. I understand that it doesn't have to be fully masculine, whatever that is. You can watch Berserk. You got a muscly dude, and then you got a stick figure scrawny guy that can beat the shit out of him just the same. They can do art like that. There are plenty of shows that aren't based around that, What do you disagree with? I said Samurai Jack was fantastic. I love Samurai Jack. I love Dexter's Lab, and I love Powerpuff Girls. They were fucking amazing, beautifully done things at the time. But there should have been no more. I don't like any of the new animation at all. It's basic and it's lazy. It doesn't always have to be muscle-bound men. We watch Food Wars. There's 2 muscly guys in that whole show.
Every guy is muscle bound in that show.
No, well, once their clothes explode, they are. My point is, it's dramatically different. Not every show is about big muscle bound men. It's just, I don't know. Also, there's nothing wrong with muscle bound men in anime if you're kicking ass. There's not a lot of scrawny dudes kicking ass.
Just aesthetic wise, it's I want more Avatar.
Right.
Airbenders.
Avatar was fucking fantastic. It was so well done.
Than this stuff. And the story is amazing, but the art is fantastic as well.
Yeah, it really is. We could probably... I would need to do some more research, but we could probably come up with a lot. Jen says, it's nice to have flavor other than just normal-looking person. It's fun to mix it up.
That's what anime's for.
Yeah, anime does mix it up for me. There are different changes. It's just, I don't know. The anime is so variable, but you do get a similar style, yes. But American animation, it doesn't have to be lazy. There's a lot of American animation that's awesome. It's very possible. It's just, I hate the animation thoroughly. It's such a downgrade from the original, and then they're taking it and they're bastardizing it.
You and I are in that camp. It's it doesn't look like something that we would watch. So then that automatically okay, draws people away. But there's some people like Jen who's like, hey, it's like, this is kind of weird, kind of funky. It's like, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
But to someone who's like, visually, I'm just like, I can't get into the show. It's like, it's not. Like, how many times have I told you to watch Ruby, and you're just like, I can't get past
physically
it.
get into it. I mean, and I just don't know. I mean, Jen is way more open to different styles than I am. I mean, it's obvious, but I don't know. What's my pinnacle of Western animation? Avatar. It's probably Avatar.
More than likely, yeah.
So I mean,
I'd say Korra. I think Korra like took it up from what Avatar was.
The only reason I say Avatar over Korra is that the CGI animation in Korra was a little more used. Not excessively. Don't get me wrong. Not excessively at all. It was fucking beautiful, and they did it so well. But I think there was a little bit less of it in Avatar. So that's the only reason I would say that over Korra. What's your pinnacle? So anime? I don't know. I gotta be honest. I wouldn't consider Avatar or Korra anime.
No, but it's very.
It's anime-esque.
It's very, very close.
Well, then, because I don't know what would your pinnacle or any other pinnacles be? A comparable. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Street
I mean, there's great stuff like SWAT Cats was fantastic.
Oh yeah, SWAT Cats was
fantastic. Night or
Darkwing Duck.
No, what's that? Was that pirate one?
Pirate one?
Yeah, Dark Knights, dark boat, dark water people. Pirates of Dark Water. Pirates of Dark Water.
I was like, what are you saying?
Yeah. Jen, it's pointless to go back to Samurai Jack. I gotta be honest. I've already said I loved Samurai Jack, so that one doesn't work. Batman the Animated Series was really good. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was one of those fantastic ones, but I still...
It got surpassed by Avatar.
Yeah.
And like back in the day, yeah, like Batman was Kevin Conroy was everywhere. You wanted him everything, and then we had more Luke Skywalker as the Joker, as the introduction of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking at that perspective, like Batman definitely hands down like a pinnacle of like Western animation because they introduced like so many things to different genres and fucking Kevin Conroy.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good ones. Hold on. I need to get movie stuff in my head. So hold on. Western animation. I think about too much at one time. There we go. Western animation. That's weird. Oh, there's so many.
There's tons.
Okay, I need to find the top Western animations.
You need to do a list. Top 10.
Top 15 Western. There we go. Ugh, why is Adventure Time in there? Dear God. See, Courage the Cowardly Dog. That wasn't lazy. That was a good one. I mean, it had the basics like that, but the background scenes were always drawn really well.
Darkwing Duck is on there.
Darkwing Duck was good. Daria was lazy. Ed and Eddie was definitely different.
Dude, Futurama and Simpsons.
Yeah.
I totally would forget that they were part of that, but they're...
Yeah.
Like, especially later in Futurama.
Yeah.
When, like, they got full-on production teams, like, working on animation.
Jackie Chan Adventures was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good
also
one.
Pretty good.
That was a nice mix between anime and lazy.
Are they pinnacles, though?
No, I'm just saying it was a good one.
Dude, gargoyles! What the fuck?
Yeah, that's another good... That's why I said I needed a list to look at stuff.
That's really good.
There's so many. I mean, there's lots of good ones. I mean, you look at all of these, like, Over the Garden Wall, it has that basic animation, but the background scenes are beautiful. They're very well done.
Does Robot Chicken fall into that?
I would not consider Robot Chicken. Clone Wars, that was lazy, but there was a lot to it. They really put a lot of depth into each scenes. After, like, season 1.5.
Also, like, Teen Titans, a lot of the creators, like, they agreed with everything, like mixing of the genres of East and West of animations. So like Teen Titans kind of paves the way for Avatar.
It did.
Like you could say.
And Teen Titans, it wasn't lazy at all. At least they still had like good shadowing, good background scenes. Background scenes I guess are important for me. It's not on here, but the original X-Men was very well done. It was a little jagged sometimes.
I watch
but
it now and I'm just like, oh man.
It was still well done at the point, you know.
Yeah.
Clone Wars got better around season 3. I like season 1.5. I started noticing it getting better.
Lewis said that Ed and Eddie's getting a chibi version as
Why? That shouldn't happen. Chibi should just go the fuck to hell. Also, I don't know what the Misadventures of Flapjack is. Do you ever watch that?
Unknown to me.
I'll have to check that one out. Over the Garden Wall was a mini-series. You can't have a weekly show. It's the level of detail and attention. You have to keep in mind that these have to be rushed to meet Cartoon Network demands.
Yeah, that's why they're kind of doing the Speed Racer thing where there's like less things, like moving background.
Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of weekly ones that came out in the past. I mean, shit, Archer looks like they at least put more effort into it, even though it's still,
Rick and Morty, like case in point right there, is like they were being rushed to finish the episodes, and then it's like, no, we're still working on it, so that's why we got season 3 we only got 10 episodes instead of 12, 13.
Yeah, I mean, and I understand it's there are weekly shows like that, but it's a current era thing. It's because there were weekly shows in the past that did a hell of a lot more than that. I mean,
but we weren't in HD. Now that things are in HD, they have to be.
See, and that's what I'm not sure is that when you do, animation, you don't draw, in 480p. You're drawing in like 4K in real life, and then when they take the pictures of it because I don't know if you've ever seen how they animate. It's just a single camera over a base. They take a picture, next sheet. Take a picture, next sheet. Take a picture, next sheet. So, I mean, it just depended on the camera at the time.
I think it might. I think they're moving to digital now instead of like doing the picture.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a lot of it's like the hand drawn and stuff like that, and they're using like much higher end but bamboo tablets. So. Yeah, but stuff like that. Because, I know Jen uses her bamboo tablet and does fucking awesome shit. Jen, that's a perfect fucking example. You do your damn bamboo tablet, and you make fucking gold art. And I love it, and it's fucking fantastic. And then there's Thundercats Roar.
Yeah, but she's not pushing out stuff like on a daily basis on it.
No, but I've seen her draw something in like 3 hours that looked like fucking gold. And
yeah, but
I understand.
If she wants to... What if she like started a series? It's like, oh, I'm going to do a series of this character, and then she just has to do reiterations of like other characters. It's like the same character, maybe different situations. Yeah, I understand. Like animation is difficult, but it's like I don't know. You want the best of both worlds.
Yeah. The best of both worlds.
Afro Samurai was actually made in Japan.
I was gonna say, I think that's originally.
Mm-hmm. They just had a collaboration with like a whole bunch of like Western talent.
Yeah. Animation is now vector based on computer.
Yep.
I don't know what vector based means. Do you?
It's basically almost the same thing, just without the camera. It's like you draw the thing. It's like
fair enough. Hanna-Barbera reuses a lot of backgrounds, which is fine. I mean, I had no issue with that. I mean, it was the same damn story over and over again. Dude tries to kill other dude.
Yeah.
Skunk tries to fuck cat.
That's
Hanna-Barbera.
Anime studios, like, they will use almost the same character models. Almost, you'll see it's like, hey, you look very like.
Hi, Megan.
So many other people I've seen before from your studio.
Yeah. So I mean, I can understand why lazy animation is growing, but it doesn't mean I hate it any less. It's like any culture that could pop up in America or the world. It's easy to understand why they pop up. It doesn't mean I'm going to fucking like it.
Math lines. Interesting.
Lewis says, vector means that if you zoom in, picture quality is calculated and does not get pixelated.
Interesting.
There you go.
The more you know.
Vector is math lines, something like Photoshop or Illustrator. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. And like I said, I know a lot of it's done on computer now, and I'm sure Avatar was, but you can tell they put a lot of effort into it. A lot of time and story. Because I don't know if anyone's watched like Teen Titans Go. There is not a lot of effort. It is a show that is essentially filler. So
It's a show about nothing. Just like a lot of sitcoms back in the 90s.
That's fair. That's fair. The other thing for me is that the tone from preview turned me off completely. That's true. I mean, the preview for Thundercats Roar made it look so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid.
I was like, are there going to be serious parts in this at all? And
Yeah,
it's like that's
it doesn't seem like that even remotely. Anyways, you know, we could talk about this for hours. I know we could have a whole show based around this one. But just one last thing that. Wait, check my messenger. Okay, checking my messenger real quick. What do we got? Bo, check your phone. You're a dick. Wait, did I check my messenger to check my phone? Douchebag. Oh, chinchilla. We're being watched by a chinchilla currently. That's adorable. Jen says Teen Titans is a cash cow. It pointed out simply to make money, and it does for Cartoon Network. Thus, their cartoons are being modeled around that model, or built around that model, making money. I mean, and like I said, I understand why it happens, but it doesn't make me like it anymore.
To make money with the least amount of effort put into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's you make stuff based on your crowd. It's like the new Star Wars movies. They're obviously done for a new era of people. They're not totally done for the traditional Star Wars lover.
Yep.
That's the nature of the beast. So I mean, it's how it goes. Sometimes you just have to roll with it and move on. I'm going to bitch constantly, but that's me.
something that we can't move on about. Obi-Wan.
Yeah. So we are getting
Let go.
We are getting a new Star Wars movie aside from Solo, the Obi-Wan movie, which we have talked about before. Not too much on dates or stuff that I saw. Also ran out of time. But it is going to be a prequel to A New Hope prior to his interactions with Luke Skywalker. I guess in between his interactions with Luke Skywalker, since he knew him as a baby. So, I mean, I'm excited for that. Hopefully the rest of the world is too.
It's going to be filler in between like the Great War that they had when he's like General Kenobi.
Yes. And that'll be really interesting. What pushed him into exile? What did he do? Did he kill more younglings?
He killed some younglings.
He killed Sith younglings.
Just down in those younglings.
Oh yeah, and Daniel's right too. Is they did announce a Boba Fett movie, which is going to be directed by James Mangold, who did some of the other Star Wars movies. I don't know which ones, but
probably
I
the audience though.
Daniel says Obi-Wan, yes, as long as Ewan McGregor comes back. Boba, I have zero interest in. I've never liked Boba.
He dies.
That's fair.
He dies really quick.
He is
in the first trilogies. Yeah, he dies really quick.
Or whatever basic Star Wars death noise that I can't do. I mean, he does. The Sarlacc gets him like a little bitch.
Yeah, he's like supposed to be some badass guy, and he's like, "Oh, there you go,
knocked off a ship,"
and he's gone.
Yeah,
he's gonna put this backpack on you, and it's gone.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, it's the culture, I think, of Boba Fett that really drew him in. It's just the assassins. Everyone likes assassins. That's why ninjas are popular. I mean, I'm excited to see what it is, but if they do a Boba Fett movie right, it's going to be violent. Because Boba Fett is a violent character. He is an assassin, and he hangs out with assassins. His whole life is assassination and murder.
Well, that even his whole culture is like Mandalorians.
Oh, yeah, the Mandalorians are mean. They're designed to kill everything and anything they can.
They are a battle society.
I mean, their armor is designed to block lightsabers. They will kill whatever they can. I mean, that's what they do. So if they do that, it better be violent as all hell. And I don't want a reiteration of why he ended up cloning himself. I don't care. Daniel says assassins are cool, but space wizards are better. That sounds like an atypical line from like a dubstep song. Like the bass drops,
it sounds like,
and then it says that, and then it goes right into everything else. Hey, Shay. So yeah, no, I'm excited for that. So I'm excited for the new Solo movie coming out, but apparently not enough that I've even gotten to get my tickets, which kind of says a lot right there.
We saw Deadpool.
Yeah, we saw Deadpool the first night. So I want to see Solo, but
it's another. They fall into that prequel trap. We know who survives and who lives. Like they can build tensions. Like, is he gonna die? Maybe. No, he's not. He's gonna live.
I mean, we generally know the basis. I mean, it's not.
Who's gonna win
so
this castle run?
So Rogue One, we already knew the story, but it's kind of nice seeing the story. With Solo, we know Han Solo's story, but do we care about the past?
Do we want to know before the time he was a badass?
Yeah, does that really matter? I'm not sure. I mean, I want to see the movie, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. It's just, and I'm excited to see what Donald Glover acts like in that movie, because I'm so used to him being a weird individual.
Yeah, all we just said is watch Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool's fantastic. Don't worry, we won't spoil. If we spoil, we will very blatantly yell out spoilers at your face. Well, not like spoilers, but like spoilers are coming.
If you like the first Deadpool, you should watch this one.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and I thoroughly enjoyed every moment of it. Oh man, you could really fuck up that movie by saying the very last 10 minutes. You could piss some people off. The last 10 minutes?
No animals were hurt in the filming of this movie.
Not that last 10 minutes.
Oh, I was just like, wait, Paramount Pictures is proud to present.
But yeah, so anyways, I mean, I'm excited to see Solo, but currently it is set for the lowest opening weekend out of all the Star Wars movies released, just before Rogue One. Rogue One came in at $155 million. This one's
slated
projected at about $130 million. So $20 million behind. They're still going to break. They're still going to do well.
This is the summer blockbusters. People are going to see it.
Yep.
And plus, it has Star Wars on it. Disney's going to find out real quick, like how EA did. Just because it has Star Wars on it doesn't mean it's going to rack in the money.
Yeah,
it has to be good.
It's not a guarantee by any means.
It has to be good.
All. Yeah. What's up, Daniel? And other Daniel. And Lewis, I completely understand. But yeah, no, I'll be buying Deadpool 2 as soon as it comes out. I can sit right next to Deadpool. You can ask JP. I don't buy a lot of movies.
Did you see the crazy marketing campaign? No, he doesn't. Like, if you go into certain stores, like, you know how they have the cover on it that's made out of, like, cardboard? Or paper cover, paper sleeve that you slip off your DVD case?
Yeah.
Your Blu-ray case?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've been putting Deadpool on the thing to replace him. You haven't seen that?
No. So, I mean, I know they were doing it like with posters.
No, but they're doing it with like DVD sleeves or Blu-ray sleeves. Underneath it, it's like the actual DVD Blu-ray picture, but on the sleeve, it's Deadpool in the same exact pose of whatever person.
That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Damn it, I'm gonna want one of those. But yeah, no. So I'm excited for the Star Wars movies coming out. Thundercats Roar is lazy and pathetic, And I hope Mobile Suit Gundam.
Whoa! Freudian.
Completely different thing altogether. Gundam is not a letdown. But our last bit is the craft brew.
In review.
So, as JP told us earlier, we're drinking from Blacktooth Brewing Company, the Bomber Mountain Amber Ale. Sorry. And I like this one a lot.
Yeah, mine's almost gone.
Freaking delicious. Yeah, I usually try to hold on to a little bit so Hannah can have it. I'm having trouble with this one. Fly. Get out of here, fly.
He likes it too.
Damn it.
But yeah, dude.
What? That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Get out of my drink! How do I get him out? I need a piece of paper, but I don't know where any paper is. What do we got? There we go. Sorry, slick card. It's for a good cause.
It's happening. So we're drinking the Bomber Mountain Amber Ale from Blacktooth Brewing.
Just get right there.
Dude, this is a very drinkable beer.
It is.
I like it.
It's fantastic. I mean, it would be good summer. It's good winter. Wait, really quick. Daniel says, "Do you guys see the Honest trailer for Deadpool 2? Have you?"
No, not yet.
I may need to be checking that one out. That probably sounds like it's pretty fantastic. Yeah.
The beer.
Damn, now you look at it. But yeah, no, the beer is fantastic. It's sweet without being overpowering.
I didn't get the biscuits.
Yeah,
Give me biscuits.
I got no biscuits.
The caramel taste is definitely there.
Mm-hmm. The carbonation is low, so it doesn't.
Yeah, for amber, that's gonna be.
Yeah, it's surprising. But yeah, no, it's smooth, it's sweet, it's caramelized, but you still get the a bit of the hops and the yeast without feeling. I need that one. That's the one I need. I need that one. That's the one I need. I need to go find some of these, damn it. If any of them are even left. Anyways, sorry. Totally distracted. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic beer. It's absolutely delicious, and I suggest everyone get it. I'm giving it a 4.25.
I'll give it a 4.25 as well.
Yeah, so that's pretty damn solid. So I guess I should get my picture of the last little bit left of this. I've been doing better about this, fortunately. Beer. And if you guys are wondering why we're scoring our beers, that's because we post them all on Untappd. That's UNTAPPD. It's a website and app where you can score your beers and share your thoughts with others and get great suggestions on beers. No, they don't support us or sponsor us, but yes, they are still fantastic, and we suggest them to everyone. So you should check them out on Untappd.com or get the app from the Apple or Android store. But that's it for our show. And you know what, guys? Thanks for listening. Don't forget we put out new episodes every Thursday at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time right here on Spreaker.com/SLRK Radio.
Have any empty space on your iPhone or Android phone and just dying to fill up? Download the Spreaker app and subscribe to our podcast, or stream us on Stitcher or Smart Radio. New shows every Thursday.
So Like You Know is not responsible for anything ever.
Produced by Slick Solutions, somewhere in Colorado.
And So Like You Know is completely weightless.
Like your opinion.
Oh, damn. Just kidding.
We care.
Which government doesn't? We love you guys. You have a fantastic evening. And as always, we'd appreciate if you would share it, spread it, and like it and react. Not the sex, the podcast. We love you. Have a fantastic evening. We will see you next week. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. And